Thank you, Chair. Our technical problems were resolved. I hope your presence in the room doesn't alter that position. I'll try again. Witness, can you hear me? Please confirm you can hear me and unmute yourself.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much. Witness, I moved an application before the commissioners to permit your testimony to be delivered in this format, which is a virtual hearing, partially. In camera, your name will not be disclosed publicly, and the chair has allocated the alphabet E to you, so from now going forward, you shall be referred to strictly as witness E. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Witness E, you should have before you two small white arch liver.
Before that, yes.
Indeed, Chair.
This
Absolutely.
Witness E, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Are you going to swear or affirm?
I'm going to take an oath.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair, and thank you for the reminder. Technology always gets the better of me. Witness E, now that you are fully sworn in, I would like to turn your attention to the two files you have before you. One file contains your statement, and on the spine of that file, it should be written Witness E statement. Do you confirm you have that file?
Yes, I do.
The second file will once again be labeled Witness E, but would read annexures. Do you confirm you have the second file?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I would like then for us to turn to your statement file. In the file marked statement is one document, and it is described as the witness statement of Witness E. Do you confirm that you have provided a statement to this commission for purposes of the evidence you are about to tender?
Yes, I do, Chair.
In the file marked statement, is that the statement that you have prepared for the commission? It is a
yes,
19. It's 19 pages. And if you go to the last page, the 19th page, midway through that page is your name, and above it your signature, and it's dated the 23rd of January 2026. Do you so confirm?
That's correct, Chair.
Do you confirm that's your signature there to attached?
That is my signature, Chair.
And lastly, do you stand by the contents of this statement that you are tendering to the commission?
I fully stand by it, Chair.
Thank you, Witness E. Now, if we could then go back to page 1. At paragraph 1, perhaps, if you could read that into the record. And once again, to remind you, please don't read out your name and don't read out your parcel number or member number. Thank you.
Paragraph 1 reads as follows. I am an adult male constable in the South African Police Service attached to crime intelligence in KwaZulu-Natal.
Thank you. And just to confirm that your paragraphs 2 and 3, your paragraph 2 confirms that to the best of your knowledge, the facts you deposed to in this statement are true and correct. Is that so?
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Your statement has only one significant heading besides the introductions, which is what we have just read through. And that heading is cited as my interactions with Minister Mchunu. And that starts at page 1 of your statement. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Before we get to that part of your statement, I would like to refer you to your annexure file, and in particular to annexure WE2, which should start at page 4 of your annexure file. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
Annexure WE2 sets out what you in that document have headed my history, and this gives your history in the service and highlights certain aspects of your service, and I would invite you to share those with the commissioners. Thank you.
If I can go to my history, Chair. I am a seasoned undercover operative. I can say for 19 years, but in the SAPS for 14 years. I started my career in the SANDF, whereby I joined the SA Army Intelligence in the year 2007. In the year 2012, I then left the Army and I joined the SAPS in the year 2012. Since then, I joined the SAPS Crime Intelligence. Up until now, I'm still a member of Crime Intelligence. Thank you.
If you could just highlight some of the projects you have been involved in as set out at page 4 in the period specifically, as you say, 2012 to 2019. Thank you.
In 2012, I went to 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝐿 College, whereby I did my basic training in the SAPS. And then after 10 months, we left college. We had to go back and work in the station. In December 2012, when I was back at the station, I was then approached by the members of Crime Intelligence in a unit called MDOC. In 2013, I then started to get involved in covert projects and covert operations of the Crime Intelligence. So in the year 2013, I did my first project, which was a drugs project. It was a project of cocaine that I did in 2013. Then in 2014, I did another drug project, which was a heroin project. In 2015, I did a stock theft project. In 2016, I did an ATM bombing project. 2017, I did a cash in transit project. And again, in 2018, up until 2019, where I was then enrolled in the program. Thank you.
I note that with reference to the projects you undertook from 2013, in respect of each that, as you have read out, you note that most wanted suspects or all suspects, as the case may be, were arrested in the projects that you were involved with. Am I reading that document correctly?
That's correct, Chair.
Now, if we turn over, leaf to page 5, yes.
Maybe before you do that, at item 6 in 2017 up to the year 2018, can you just confirm what you say there? I didn't hear you mention it.
From 2017?
No, the project where you list your projects. And then you have number 6 there, where you say in the mid 2017 up to 2018. You state another project, other projects?
This in 2017 up to 2018, it was a cash in transit project, but that cash in transit project ended up being involved in some political killings. But maybe I will deal with that as we continue with my testimony. But I think, Chair, you will get a sense of what I'm talking about there at paragraph 6.
Thank you.
Perhaps.
Sorry.
I was going to invite witness E to read item 6, perhaps, in its entirety. Witness E, did you?
In the mid-2017 up to the year 2018, I did some political killings project in 𝐾ZN, and all those projects were successful and suspects were arrested.
I think that is what Commissioner Baloyi wanted you to clarify. Thank you. Chair.
Witness E, just before the itemization, your itemization from 1 starts, you say in the subs I did several undercover projects which were all 100% successful. And in respect of, I think all, you say the suspects were arrested. You say nothing about convictions. Is there a particular reason why you don't mention convictions?
Chair, it's my language. This arrest, it includes convictions. None of the suspects that were in my projects, in all the projects, are outside. Most of them are in prison. Those who are not in prison, they are dead. So no one is outside who was part of the project. All the projects. That 100% comes from there. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Witness E.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Witness E. I was then inviting you to the next page, page 5, where before I go there, your page 4, item 7, you reference your projects in 2019. And at page 5, the second paragraph, you then set out what has happened to you or where you've been since 2019. Would you care to read that statement into the record, please?
If you can put up the number, Chair, I'm getting lost between 4 and 5.
So we are at page 5. At the top of page 5 is the last end of the sentence that starts at the bottom of page 4. You see that?
Yes, I can see, Chair.
Then immediately thereafter, there's a paragraph that says, I have been.
Oh, I've been to the program since 2019 as I'm a compelled state witness in a high profile political matter case. I was once investigating in 2017.
So if then we understand you correctly, since 2019 you've been in a witness protection program because you are a witness in that particular case.
That's correct, Chair.
Thank you. With that background then, can we turn to your statement starting at page 1? Under that main heading you have as my interactions with Minister Mchunu. If you could perhaps deal with paragraphs 4 and 5 for the commissioners. Thank you.
Paragraph 4 of my statement, Chair?
Yes, of your statement, Witness E. Oh, apologies. I forgot perhaps to tell you, let's go back to your statement file.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My interactions with the minister were initiated by him in the late December 2024. On paragraph 5, on Saturday 7 December 2024, I received a call from a cell phone number that I won't mention. I received this call on my cell phone that I won't mention as well. The phone number of the incoming call reflected on my phone in my Truecaller app. That is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐿 home. When I answered the call, the person on the other end of the call said to me, "Do you know who you are talking to?" My response was that I have no idea who it was. Then the person responded by saying, "This is your commander, Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu." I was surprised to receive a call from the minister, but at the same time, I was shocked and also excited that I received a call from a minister of police on this number because of my because my cell phone number was highly restricted. I'm saying this because outside of a closed cycle in the law enforcement, only few people have got my number, and the other people who might have my number or who does have my number is the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence.
Was this the same number you used before you went on witness protection?
No, Chair. It's a new one.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. And you say this number is highly restricted. You state that outside of a closed circle in law enforcement, only persons within the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence had my number. When you make that statement, are you suggesting that you did not expect the minister to have that particular number because he is not part of the groupings that you have described in your paragraph 5?
Yes, that's correct, Chair. At that time, I did not expect that call. I did not expect that call at that time because it's very hard to get hold of me. But the reason why I'm mentioning the Inspector General of Intelligence is because there was an engagement between myself and an Inspector General of Intelligence with the matters relating to what has been happening in 𝐾ZN. So the engagement started in 2021 and in 2022. I think that my number, the people who interacted with me, they do have my number. So that's why I thought to myself that it might be one of them. But I'm not saying it's them. But I thought to myself it might be one of them. Thank you.
Thank you, witness. Understood. From page 6, from paragraph 6, you then deal with the conversation or the detail of the conversation you had with the minister on the 7th of December 2024. If you could then take it up from your paragraph 6. Thank you.
In paragraph 6, it's when the minister said to me, he heard a lot about me and that I have an information about the killing of Mr. Sindiso Magaqa and other ANC councillors in 𝐾ZN. And he further said that to me. He heard that I have information about the SAPS crime intelligence officials who were involved in the planning and killing of Mr. Sindiso Magaqa. I then asked the minister, where did he get that information? But in his response, he said that will be the topic for another day. He did not reveal.
Please continue.
Thank you.
Please continue from your paragraph.
In paragraph 7, he then asked me as to what happened leading to the killing of Sindiso Magaqa. And I informed him about what happened. And in particular, he asked me, who are the SAPS officials who were involved in the planning and the killing? And I told him who are those officials and what was their role in the killing of Magaqa. And I did give him all the names of those officials, but even though legally I think I might not be at liberty to disclose them in a public platform, but or in this forum, but I did give him all the names and who played what role.
Thank you. You indicate there that the minister asked what happened to the killing of Mr. Magaqa, and you informed him. You do not state in your statement what you actually said to him. My question to you is, did you disclose in full everything you knew about the killing of Mr. Magaqa to the minister in your conversation?
Chair, the killing of Magaqa was a crime, so I disclosed everything. I left no stone unturned there. I disclosed everything to him. Thank you.
And as you say further on in that paragraph, you also disclose the identities of the persons you say are police officers who were involved in the planning and the killing of Mr. Magaqa.
Yes, I did so, Chair.
I understand, and you did indicate in your annexure WE2 that you are in witness protection because you are a critical witness in that case. Are you suggesting to the commissioners that...
You use witness E, the term compelled witness, I think you say.
I called him something else?
You I must have forgotten within seconds, Mr. Law. My apologies.
No, I think, is it critical that they...
I think you said critical.
Yes, and it's because in his annexure 2, WE2 at page 5,
Okay.
he says, I'm a compelled state critical witness. He called himself a critical witness.
Okay. I guess my focus or interest was the compelled.
But he also remembered to say he's a compelled witness.
Why compelled witness E?
I say this because, Chair, I was subpoenaed after I deposed my statement. I was also subpoenaed to testify. So it's not that. I was subpoenaed to testify. That's why I'm calling myself a compelled witness, because even if I don't want to continue to be a witness, but due to the information that I have to testify.
Thank you, witness. You just give us a moment.
Just yes, please.
Thank you, Chair.
Let's continue.
This meeting is being recorded.
Thank you, Chair.
Advocate Silo, can I just clarify something with Witness E?
Yes, Commissioner.
Good afternoon, Witness E.
Afternoon, Commissioner.
Without disclosing your identity, when the minister first contacted you on your cellular phone, did you get the impression that he knew who you were? In other words, he knew your name and your rank as a police officer and what you do?
Commissioner, at that time I didn't know, but now I know, because I did my own investigation after that, and now I know that he knew. But as the time goes on, maybe I can, as I'm proceeding with my evidence, I will disclose where I got the information. But he knew, and I think he knew starting from September 2024.
Yes, and as you do so, please be mindful not to disclose your identity.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner.
Witness E, you might not see me because I don't have a machine in front of me. It's Commissioner Baloyi. You say in paragraph 5, in paragraph 6, He further, and this is what you say the minister says, he further said that he had learned that I have more information about SIP's crime intelligence officials who were involved in the planning and killing of Sindiso Magaqa. Now keep that in mind. In paragraph 7, you then say, in particular, asked me who the SAPS officials were who were involved in the planning and killing, and I told him. I confirmed that all these individuals are indeed police officers. Does that mean, if you read 6 and 7 as I've read it now, did you confirm to him that these police officers indeed are crime intelligence officials?
Yes, Chair. They are all crime intelligence officials.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. And based on how you have worded your paragraph 7, I take it you are not inclined to disclose the nature of the information you shared with the minister at the time, because these are matters you are yet to testify to in court. Am I correct?
Yes, correct, Chair.
Witness E, why did you feel free to share this information with the minister? I think earlier on you said, even though you were not supposed to, you told him everything. Why did you feel free to share it?
Because he was the Minister of Police at the time. So I saw no problem to share the information with him.
Thank you.
If then I may follow up on your response to Commissioner Baloyi's question, is your logic that had the same person called you at the time, but he was not Minister of Police at the time, you would not have shared that information? Is that what you are communicating?
I was not. I was not at all.
Okay.
But because he was in the leadership of the SAPS as a department, I felt it fit to tell him, because when he spoke to me, it's like he already had an information
Okay.
About what happened. He just wanted some confirmation from me. So I saw no problem to share it with him.
Thank you. Understood. Can we then move on to your page 3 of your statement, starting at paragraph 8? You continue the conversation you had with the minister, and you say you also informed him of other issues. Can you deal with the contents of your paragraph 8? At page 3.
Before I deal with paragraph 8,
Yes.
Chair, you will forgive me. I used, in the previous questions, I used compelled and critical in one sentence. So you will forgive me. So my English is not, it might not be proper. So maybe I withdraw that compelled and leave the critical one.
Okay, it's noted. And in fact, that statement, compelled and critical, is not part of your statement. It is in your annexure E, and annexure WE2,
yes,
that we referred to earlier. Fully noted. Thank you, witnessing. We may then go to paragraph 8.
In paragraph 8, I told the minister, I also informed the minister that I discovered the plan to assassinate Sindiso Magaqa in July 2017, prior to his assassination taking place. After hearing about the assassination plot, I reported this to my superiors. My superiors are the same officials that I've mentioned in the previous paragraphs, the same names that I gave to the minister. In addition to informing them about the assassination plot, I also propose some steps that we can take as the police to prevent the murder or to save Magaqa's life. They did not want to listen to me, even after I gave them steps that we can take. So Minister Mchunu further asked me whether...
Just a
Witness E?
minute, just a minute, Witness E.
Yes.
When you heard about the plot, were you also told who the people that would carry it out were?
Chair, at that time, I was told by the killers, the shooters, the shooters, the ones that pulled the trigger. They are the ones who told me that in the next 2 weeks' time, we are being hired to kill Mr. Magaqa. So we had 2 weeks to stop the murder.
Did
But
they not
the
tell you?
officials-
Did they not tell you who had instructed them or hired them to kill Mr. Magaqa?
They did, Chair.
And did they give you the same names of the people, or rather the same names you gave to the minister?
Even though, Chair, I won't go deep to the case of Magaqa, but I can just give you an idea
No,
of how this information came.
it's a very simple question, Witness E.
Yes.
Did they give you the same names you gave to the minister?
The names that I gave to the minister are the officials who assisted the killers. Not the officials did not hire the killers to kill Magaqa, but they assisted the killers. So
Okay.
the people who hired the hitmen.
Let me ask the question differently. The killers who said they were going to, or there was a plot for Mr. Magaqa to be killed, did they mention that those that were going to assist them in the killing were the people whose names you gave to the minister?
I hear your question, Chair, and I want to answer this question, but I want to answer this question in this fashion. One of the killers is late now. He was an informant handled by us, by our office.
I saw that in your
Which is the Office of Public
So
Security.
just a minute, Witness E. I saw that either in your statement or in one of your annexures. I saw that. I'm asking you a different question, and my question is, when those that were going to kill Mr. Magaqa told you about the plot, did they also tell you that in carrying out the plot, they were going to be assisted by the people whose names you gave to the minister? It's a very simple. They gave you those names.
Yes.
Yes. And you
yes,
say,
that's correct.
And you say these people were your superiors.
Yes, Chair.
And you say you could have prevented Mr. Magaqa's murder if something had been done between the time you were told of the plot or about the plot and the time when Mr. Magaqa was actually killed. Not so?
That's correct, Chair.
And you then, all right, the superiors that you reported to, from the answers you've given thus far, I assume are the same superiors whom you were told about by those who advised you of the plot, correct?
That's correct, Chair.
And were you serious about wanting to prevent Mr. Magaqa's murder?
I did everything in my power, Chair.
Were you serious about wanting to prevent the murder?
I was serious, Chair.
And you report to the very people whom you've been told are going to assist in the murder?
They are very senior, Chair, in 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿. I spoke to them so that we
This-
can block the murder, but they
You
refused.
report with a view to preventing the murder, and you report to the very people whom you've been told are actually going to assist with the murder.
I want to answer this question, but the question is confusing.
There's nothing confusing about the question, nothing confusing at all. Please answer it.
Okay. When I got the information, I reported the information to the people who were going to assist. But those people at the time, they didn't know that they will be asked to assist. The informer spoke to me alone, and then I related the message to my commander, to my immediate commander, in a level of a captain. I won't mention the name. But then, at the time, my superiors didn't know that the hitmen will ask them for assistance. Number two, the equipment that was going to be used in the killing of Magaqa came from the very same superiors. It was an equipment.
How would the people that told you or informed you of the plot have known that they were going to be assisted by your superiors if at that stage the superiors did not even know that they were going to assist?
Because the equipment that they were going to use, which is the firearm and the car, came from the very same superiors.
But that's after the event.
They were going to ask.
That's after the event, according to what you've just said now. My question is about the time you are being told that we are going to be assisted by senior police officials. How could that be said if the senior police officials themselves did not even know that they were going to assist? It may well have been the senior officials would have said, no, we are not willing to assist. Please make me understand. I don't understand.
Okay. I got the information of the killing of Magaqa on Sunday, the 2nd of July 2017. I got it from an informer who was hired to kill Magaqa. He then told me that he's going to ask the captain and the colonel to assist them in such a way that when they go to 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢 and come back from 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢, they get a protection. He told me this on the Saturday or on a Sunday. Then on the same Sunday, I called the captain and the colonel, telling them that this informer is now hired to go and kill Mr. Magaqa. Can we block him? On Monday the 3rd, I also called the colonel again. I asked the colonel, Colonel, can we take away the car that we bought for this informer and an AK that we bought for this informer and keep it to ourselves? We will give the informer these equipments later on, because in the next week, they are going to kill Mr. Magaqa. That is how the information came about.
Yes, thank you, witness. Yes, Ms. Silva.
Thank you, Chair. Perhaps while we are on that, let's just take a step back and to explain what your job at the time was when you had these interactions with the people you say subsequently assassinated Mr. Magaqa. Can you just talk us through that very quickly?
Chair, as I said, I've been an undercover operative since from 2013. I am currently a handler in the crime intelligence, but at that time, I was deployed undercover. I was deployed undercover to do undercover projects. It was a registered project, but it was a project for cash in transit. In this project of a cash in transit, I recruited the leader of the gang. It was a group of 25 suspects. I recruited the leader of this gang. or of this group that is involved in cash in transit. This leader, who happened to be our informant, is the one who came with this information to us because he was hired by the people in the 𝐬𝐮𝐻𝐾𝐭 municipality. That's how I got to know this information. On top of that, this group of 25 suspects, I had to infiltrate the group. That's how I got to know these people.
Okay, then if I understand you correctly, you say you had been deployed as an undercover agent and you had infiltrated this group out of which then came out the would-be assassins. Is that a fair summary?
Yes, that's correct, sir.
Now, you say you were deployed undercover. Who were you deployed by?
Yes.
Who were you deployed by to this, what you
By the
call
very same
a project? Sorry, let me just finish. Who deployed you to act undercover to what you now call a registered project?
The very same officials that I gave the names to the minister, the very same officials that provided the vehicle and the firearm to that was used in the matter of Magaqa.
And these are the people at your paragraph 8 you refer to as your superiors. Is that so?
That's correct, Chair.
I'm clarified, thank you. We're still at your paragraph 8. You have dealt with communicating the assassination plot to your superiors, and you indicated that they failed to do anything to halt their assassination. You go further then to talk about what Minister Mchunu next asked you in the same paragraph. Can you take it from there?
The minister asked me if Lieutenant General Khumalo was also involved in the planning and the killing of Sindiso Magaqa. And I explicitly informed the minister that General Khumalo was not involved. And when I say I explicitly explained or informed the minister, I even went further in such a way that I told him that at the time, because Sindiso Magaqa was killed or was shot in July 2017, General Khumalo was not part of crime intelligence at all. He was not even in 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭. And General Khumalo was not the division commander of crime intelligence. A person who was acting at that time, because we didn't have a permanent division commander, it was General 𝐬𝐮𝐽. And in 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, the person who was a provincial commissioner, it was an acting provincial commissioner, which was General Langa. So General Khumalo was not involved at all when it comes to this plot and the killing of Magaqa.
Okay. Please proceed to your paragraph 9.
I informed the minister that I only let off Lieutenant General Khumalo in 2018 after the establishment of the PKTT. But at that time, General Khumalo was still a brigadier. And then he was appointed as a leader of the PKTT. I informed the minister that in around 2018, I went to the office of the now retired General 𝐶𝐵𝐺. General 𝐶𝐵𝐺 was the provincial head of crime intelligence in KwaZulu-Natal at the time. I then reported the matter to General 𝐶𝐵𝐺 of what happened to Mr. Magaqa and the involvement of these officials. And then General 𝐶𝐵𝐺 then asked me if I can depose a statement. And I said, yes, I can do so. Then it's when he said he would speak to General Khumalo to arrange a team that will come and take a statement. And then after that, both of them, General Khumalo and General 𝐶𝐵𝐺, they came to an agreement that I must be enrolled in the program. And in 2019, indeed, I went to the program.
If I could just take a step back, where you talk about going to the office of the now retired General 𝐶𝐵𝐺, you said it is 2018. In your statement, you've got a specific month. I think it's important you mention both the month and the year. At your...
It was around August. It was around...
Go ahead, sorry.
It was around August. It was around August 2018. It was after the establishment of the PKTT.
Okay. And I know that you say you informed the minister of this fact.
Yes, I gave him everything.
Okay, then let's go to your paragraph 10. After you have informed the minister of all these facts. We are still at your page 3, paragraph 10 at the bottom of the page.
Yes, therefore I made it clear to the minister that not only was General Khumalo not involved in assassination, but that I only came to know of him later on. I only came to know of him later on. Excuse.
And if we then could turn the page to the next page 4, starting at paragraph 11, if you could take it from your paragraph 11.
I since learned that after my meeting with General 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐤 and I since learned that after my meeting with General 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐤, General 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐤 held a meeting with General Khumalo, whereby a decision was taken by both of them that I should depose a statement and be enrolled in the program.
And for the record, firstly, did you depose to such a statement?
Yes, I did.
And is this the time you then went into the witness protection program you said you are still a part of today?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay, we then move to your paragraph 12, where you say the minister had engaged with you on other issues. Could you deal with the content of your paragraph 12?
The minister asked me what are my grievances in the workplace. And my response to him was that due to my stay in the program for 7 years, I am sitting in one rank for 14 years, whereas my other colleagues whom I trained with were getting promotions and being moved to the next ranks, but myself, I was always being overlooked with my experience and my contribution. The minister then informed me to write my grievances in a form of an email and send them to him. He provided me with his email address, as stated there, and then he further asked me if Minister 𝐵𝐸qele was also involved in the assassination of Magaqa, and my response to him was that no, Minister 𝐵𝐸qele was not involved. And at that time, he was not even a minister of police, so he was not involved. He was not involved at all.
I see that the email address you say the minister provided you is his official parliamentary. It's got a parliament domain. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Okay. Then let's go on to your paragraph 13.
After the call with the minister, Mchunu, I then contacted a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer to seek just an advice pertaining the call that I had with the minister. The friend of mine advised me that I should write my needs and grievances, and that I send the email to Mr. Mchunu. But at the same time, he said I must also send the very same email to the National Commissioner. My friend also provided me with the National Commissioner's email address because I didn't have it at the time.
And who was the National Commissioner at the time you were directed to send an email?
It's the current National Commissioner, which is General Fani Masemola.
After you were provided with the second email address, what did you do? You take up that conversation from your page 5, paragraph 14?
On Monday, the 9th of December, 2024, at about 11:53, I sent an email to Minister Senzo Mchunu to his email address, and at the same time, I also sent it to the National Commissioner, General Masemola, in the email that was provided to me in paragraph 4. And in that email, I was setting out the details of my experience in the SAPS and my contribution and all that. That can be the email is attached as We1.
Before we go to We1, just to correct for accuracy, you stated that you sent the email to the minister and to the email address provided you in paragraph 4. That can't be correct. It's at paragraph 13, right? You are referencing General Masemola's email address.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
It's page 4, paragraph 13. So.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So then you refer us to WE1, annexure WE1. That's the first document in your annexure file, starting at page 1. It's quite a lengthy email. And in line with your requests to the commissioners that you not divulge some of the details pertaining to the criminal case that is still to be held. This particular document provides significant or makes significant reference to those facts. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
And these are the facts that you would prefer not to be publicly disclosed at this juncture?
That's correct, Chair.
Now, with those restrictions, what would you like to particularly highlight to the commissioners from this annexure WE1?
What I needed here was the request for an intervention by both the minister and the national commissioner pertaining my working condition, because after I had that fallout, there was that issue with my my superiors. They started to weaponize the working conditions. They started to weaponize promotions against me. They started to they started to abuse me at work. That is what was an intervention that I needed from them.
Yes. And do you set out in this document what you required of the minister to assist you with, insofar as any grievances you may have at the workplace are concerned?
Firstly, I started mentioning about my contribution starting from 2013 in all those drug projects, all those cash in transit projects, and all those ATM bombing projects. And then if I skip my history there, I will start whereby I said I need to emphasize that each project I've worked never had less than 20 most wanted suspects and dangerous suspects. And I must also state that in 2017 alone, I arrested over 100 dangerous suspects in KwaZulu-Natal with 100% convictions. Some are currently serving years in prison, and some were killed by the Special Task Force during the confrontation with the police, during our takedown operations. But not even a single suspect in our project or in the project where I was involved as an undercover operative is still outside, not even a single one. I also mentioned that the turning point of my career started in 2017 after I blew the whistle by exposing the rot and the corruption that was happening within Crime Intelligence KZN, especially in undercover unit, which is called MDOC. I also mentioned there, what does MDOC stand for?
And
then I reported
what,
the Senior Crime Intelligence
apologies,
Officer.
witness E, what does MDOC stand for?
MDOC is a crime intelligence unit, which it is called MDOC. MDOC means multi-dimension organized crime.
Thank you.
It's a yes.
Thank you.
No, please continue.
Thank you,
Yes,
Chair.
thank you.
You may continue. Witness E, you were at Annexure WE1, page 1 of thereof, and we had just dealt with the issues you had in relation to MDOC.
What happened here? I reported the senior crime intelligence officers to former acting division commander, which were commissioner, which was General 𝐬𝐽𝐽. But with regards to General 𝐬𝐽𝐽, I must point it out that I didn't communicate with him directly, but I communicated with him via the provincial head. So I spoke to General 𝐶HIGA in person, and then General 𝐶HIGA said, because we are all under him and we're reporting to him, because MDOC reports directly to the provincial head. So he said that this matter needs to be investigated by the national head, which is a division commander, so division commissioner. So the division commissioner at the time of crime intelligence was General 𝐬𝐽𝐽.
Okay. If I can then draw your attention to page 2 of that document, paragraph 2, which starts with the words, "The said parties that the same officials were my commanders." Do you see that? Do you see where I'm reading?
Yes, yes. The said part, yes. The said part is that the very same officials were my commanders.
Yes.
And
Now,
their names,
my question,
I did mention them. Yes.
My question is, in that paragraph, you then set out various names of people. My first question is, are you saying these are the people that you call your commanders and who you say were a part of the assassination? Is it? I just need you to confirm whether it's the same people.
It's the same people, Chair.
And secondly, are these the same people you stated at your paragraph 7 that you disclosed to the minister in your conversation of the 7th of December 2024?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Witness E. Chair, I know we started later than we hoped with this witness. It is 1 o'clock. I'm in the commission center.
No, we just must take the break.
We'll take a lunch.
Let's adjourn and resume at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, Chair. Witness E, please confirm you can hear me clearly.
Yes, Chair, I can hear you.
Before we broke for lunch, we were at your paragraph 14 of your statement at page 5. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
And it is at paragraph 14 that you introduced this annexure WE1. And it's that email you state in that paragraph that you forwarded to the minister and to the national commissioner. Do you
Yes, that's
confirm?
correct, Chair.
Okay, let's go then to
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
WE1 at page 2 thereof. And as with page 1, the bulk of what you set out at page 2 provides detail regarding the assassination of Mr. Magaqa. I would like you to skip all that and go to the 8th paragraph at page 2 that starts with the words, "They started to target me." Do you see?
Yes, I can see, Chair.
If you could read that paragraph and then skip the next and read the one thereafter, because now it's in the one thereafter that you address your actual grievance. Do you understand?
I understand, Chair.
Please do so. Thank you.
Oh, perhaps I'm very sorry,
Yes, Chair.
Ms. Love. Let me take you the paragraph preceding. I must emphasize that this is not a hearsay evidence, but I was present in every step.
Indeed, Chair, if I may,
Yes, yes.
I would agree in the redacted version.
Yes.
Only that's the first statement that the chair read
Yes.
is not redacted. The rest, but I was.
All right.
All that is redacted, and I would prefer him not to.
Let me stop where I am.
But
my interest is there. My interest is in every step.
Oh, no. We would like, because the witness says these are matters pertaining to the evidence he shall be giving
Also,
at the criminal trial.
that part I must.
Even
not-
that part.
All right.
But
all
the
right,
first part,
all right.
I'm grateful to the chair, because it is the first part is important, because it specifically states that what he relates in this document to the minister about the assassination is not hearsay evidence, that he's got first-hand knowledge of.
Part.
That part
so
is important.
You don't want me to get to the every step.
Not to the rest. The rest is redacted, Chair.
But my interest was how far does the every step go to Mr. Magaqa or not? All right, I'll leave it.
Thank you so much, Chair. Witness E, you are at the paragraph I had directed you to, and I think the Chair correctly points out the paragraph before. As you are working on a redacted version, I fully am appreciative to the Chair for pointing it out. I think the first sentence of the previous paragraph is important. So if you could just read that sentence without reading the redacted part, then we can go to the paragraph I directed you to. Do you understand?
Yes, Chair.
Please
I
go
said
ahead.
here, I must emphasize that this is not a hearsay evidence.
And when you say that, is that in reference to the facts you have set out pertaining to Mr. Magaqa's assassination as you set them out in that document? Is that what you say is not hearsay evidence?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. Then if I can direct you to the next paragraph, that then starts with the words, they started to target me.
They started to target me to be assassinated, and even told me that they will never give me any promotion, and they want me dead because I'm a threat into their career. I won't mention the name of the person who said that because it has been redacted.
Yes.
That is when I went to the Durban High Court to get a protection order against the officials. After that, I was then enrolled into the program. That protection order, I got it in 2018. It was just after I started engaging.
May I request you, Witness E, to refer to the program in full, Witness Protection Program.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there are a few
Yes,
times
Chair.
there are a few times when you just refer to program. A reader may
Yes.
not necessarily know what program.
Thank you, Chair. I'll do so.
Thank you, Witness E. You may continue. If you are done with that paragraph, then the next one is you skip this short paragraph after that. It's the one after starting with my only grievance.
My only grievance to the national officials is that all my commanders in KZN are the officials mentioned above. And if ever I have to move to the next ranks, it's them who must process and facilitate it. But they don't do so because they told me that they'll never do it. And they want me dead than alive.
Now, please proceed.
In 2018, when my junior colleagues were promoted to the next rank due to years of service, I was left behind by the same officials. And again in 2022, when my junior colleagues were moved to the next ranks due to years of service, I was again left behind by the same officials.
Yes. Continue.
I am now appealing to the national officials to rescue me by moving me to the next ranks, because in KZN, I was told by the same officials that they'll never move me up since I exposed them.
And perhaps then lastly at page 3, if you could read the penultimate paragraph into the record. This is the paragraph before the last one, which reflects your specific request. The second paragraph from the bottom, I request.
I request the national officials to intervene within 30 days of this stage, which is the 9th December 2024. And further to this, me and my legal team, we will have to take this to court, because I believe I'm being abused for being a whistleblower within crime intelligence, and I'm being punished by the same officials for that.
Okay, so then to summarize, the gist of your grievance was that you were not being promoted, even though operatives who are junior to you were enjoying the benefits of being promoted.
Yes, my grievance had nothing to do with other things. It was only about promotion stories.
Okay, I have not made you read some parts of page 3 as well, because once again you delve into the details regarding the assassination. Is there anything else you'd like to highlight from Annexure WE1 before I move on?
No, Chair.
Okay.
I think I'm covered.
Then let's go back to your statement. Let's go to the statement file. We are still at page 5. And then you take it from paragraph 15.
On Tuesday, the 17th of December, 2024, I received a phone call from the cell phone number that I won't make it public. When I answered the call, the person on the other end of the line introduced himself as 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐿𝐵𝐿, the Chief of Staff in the Office of the Minister Mchunu. He added that he obtained my number from Minister Mchunu, who also tasked him to investigate Magaqa's killing, and in particular the involvement and the conduct of crime intelligence officials in the matter.
Please proceed.
Mr. Ngabinde informed me that the phone was on loudspeaker and that he was with the Minister Mchunu. He asked me if I had sent the email as directed by the Minister Mchunu, and I confirmed that I had sent the email to both Minister Mchunu and General Masemula. That was when Minister Mchunu came in the same call and said that but he said it in Zulu. He said it in Zulu. He said, "Awumthumeleleni lowo." He said I was not supposed to send it to the email to General Masemula, because the National Commissioner, General Masemula, and the people involved in the assassination of Sindiso Magaqa know each other. Therefore, my grievances will not be attended to. They asked me to forward screenshots of the email, and I had sent, which I did, to both their numbers, which means the numbers of the number of the minister and the number of Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐿𝐵𝐿, the Chief of Staff.
Yes. Let's go now to page 6 and you continue.
Mr. Ngabinde further informed me that he was once in the employ of the IPID, which is Independent Police Investigative Directorate, and he once heard that former Minister 𝐵𝐸𝐾𝐿 and the Lieutenant General 𝐼𝐻𝐾𝐿 were also involved in the assassination of Sindiso Magaqa. I informed him that the two were not involved. I was then instructed by Minister Mchunu and Mr. Ngabinde to send the same email to Mr. Nkabinde. And Mr. Nkabinde gave me his email address as nkabindecm@saps.gov.za.
Now, when you say the same email, is it the email that we went through that you've attached as WE1, which you say you had sent to the Minister and National Commission on the 9th of December 2024?
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Okay. You may go to your paragraph 18.
Sorry, can you just clarify
On the same
something?
day, I forwarded...
Witness E, just a moment.
Witness, is it your understanding that the minister did not receive the email you sent on the 9th of December? Why would he be asking that you send it again?
He told me that he has not seen that email, so he asked me to make screenshots of that email and forward them via WhatsApp to him. Then I did so. Then after reading those screenshots, and then it's when he asked that the next emails I must not send them to him, but I must send them to the Chief of Staff. And the Chief of Staff gave me his email address. Then I started sending everything to the Chief of Staff.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Witness E. You may continue.
And there's something I forgot to mention. I think in paragraph 16,
yes,
whereby when the Chief of Staff called me, he said he has been tasked by the minister to investigate. So the issue of Magaqa and the involvement of crime intelligence officers. Therefore, I must cooperate with the investigation.
Just for the record, at paragraph 15, which you read into the record, you did point out that Mr. Nkabinde said he had also been tasked to investigate the Magaqa killing, and in particular the involvement, yes, and conduct of crime intelligence officials in the matter. That's what you have at your paragraph 15. You wanted to add to that.
Is that he said I must cooperate with the investigation.
And what did you understand the investigation to be? Is that cooperate with him for purpose of the investigation? What was your understanding?
I didn't understand, Chair, because I didn't know that a Chief of Staff does a Chief of Staff can become an investigator at the same time. But during that confusion, it's when he started introducing that he was working for IPID. Then after he said he was working for IPID is when I got an understanding that he does have knowledge of investigation.
Okay. Okay, we are now at your paragraph 18.
On the same day, I forwarded the email to Mr. Nkabinde. After I sent the email...
apologies, Witness E. Apologies, Witness E. Please do not rush through and be accurate. You didn't read that statement correctly. Please start again.
On the same day, I forwarded the email to Mr. Nkabinde.
Is it not
Sorry,
is it not the very same email? Is that not what you are skipping? My copy of your statement reads, on the same day I forwarded the same email.
No, it's not the very same. It's not the very same.
Advocate Selo,
yeah,
the statement that we have reads exactly
as he has it.
Read it.
Okay, then I possibly, I might be a version out. Okay, the commissioners have your version, so let's work on your version, Witness E.
Okay. On the very same day, I forwarded the email to Mr. Nkabinde. After I sent the email, I phoned Mr. Nkabinde on the same number that he phoned me with, informing him that I had sent the email. Mr. Nkabinde stated that he didn't receive the email and gave me an alternative email address, and he said it's his personal email address to resend the email. Mr. Nkabinde also advised me to rewrite the grievances, and the heading should read as Dear Minister and national officials. and send it, and also forward my CV via WhatsApp. On the same day, on the 17th of December 2024, at about 10 past 11, I sent the same email to Mr. Ngabinde, to Mr. Ngabinde's 2 email addresses that he gave me. And I sent them from my personal email address.
Yes.
A copy of this is attached as annexure W2.
Okay, now your annexure WE2 is in the annexure file from page 4. Have you located it?
Yes, Chair, I'm there.
In dealing with this annexure, just remember that insofar as your history is concerned, that's what you read into the record when we started. So you can skip that part. Then you can speak to this annexure then, otherwise.
In this annexure, you can see that there on top it's written as follows: Dear Minister and the national officials. So I did exactly as instructed by Mr. Ngabinde.
Yes. Then let's go into the body of the email. You can skip the first paragraph, which sets out your employment details and I think your ID number. At the next paragraph after that, you then have you set out a specific request. Can you state it?
I said I request an intervention by the national officials and my employer in my work abuse and unfair treatment when it comes to promotions.
Thereafter, you then deal with your history and you set it out there. As I say, we've dealt with that. Can I then invite you to the next page, at page 5, and we pick it up from the second paragraph at page 5, which says, my only complaint.
The complaint is simple. In 2018, when my junior police officers were moved to the next ranks, due to years of service, even excluding successes, I was overlooked and sidelined by my employer. Again, in 2022, there was another national instruction for mass promotions for junior police officers to the next ranks due to their years of service, excluding successes, but I was once again overlooked and sidelined by my employer. These promotions...
Go ahead.
These promotions were for the motivation and the well-being of police officers so that they can perform well in their duties.
Please proceed.
I am on a witness protection program with full pay as a police officer. I get all benefits like all police officers in the country, including bonuses when due, and I get full medical aid services from Polmed. For the fact that I get these benefits mentioned above, it means I do qualify to be a police officer, and therefore I do qualify to receive all benefits of police officers, including being moved to the next ranks like all my other colleagues at work.
If you can read the first line of the next paragraph then.
My only complaint is about the promotions, which are long overdue.
So let me just test my understanding. If I understand you correctly, in this email, you made it clear that you accept that although you are on witness protection program, it's with full pay, you get all your benefits, including medical aid, and that your only complaint relates to your being overlooked for promotions. That was your sole complaint. Do I understand you correctly?
That's all, Chair.
Now, at the last paragraph of that email, it reads, with due respect and humbleness, I request my employer to attend to my grievance by moving me to the suitable rank and consider my experience, my contribution, my successes, and my years of service. End of quote. Did I read that correctly?
That's correct, Chair.
My question to you is, was your request attended to, and were you, insofar as lack of promotion is concerned, any time between then, when you generated WEU2, and today, as we sit here today?
It has been left hanging. It has not yet been being addressed.
Okay.
It has not yet been addressed.
Okay, then let's get back to your statement. We are now on my reading at your paragraph 19 of the statement, page 6.
That's about
Yes, it's 19. It starts with the words "at about."
at about 2 o'clock. I contacted Mr. Nkabinde on his number with my cell phone number, asking him if he had received the email that I've sent. And indeed, Mr. Nkabinde confirmed that he did receive the email.
Okay. And then let's continue to paragraph 20.
Shortly after Mr. Nkabinde and the minister confirmed the receipt of the email, I saw an article in the Sunday World newspaper reflecting my conversation with the minister about Mr. Magaqa murder, but with some facts distorted. This article is attached as WE1A, bracket A, in brackets. I noted that some facts were distorted because during May 2021, the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence had initiated an investigation into the involvement of crime intelligence in the murder of Sindiso Magaqa. During May 2022, I was interviewed extensively by the Office of Inspector General of Intelligence. The information I relayed to the minister telephonically in 2024 was consistent with my disclosures to the OIGI in 2022.
Now, that annexure WE1 bracket A is in your annexure file. Starts at page 3.1. Can you locate it?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
And what about this article you say reflects your conversation with the minister? Are you able to highlight some aspects, of course, without providing any details pertaining to Mr. Magaqa's assassination?
If you can check the Chair at the second paragraph, Sunday World says Sunday World can today exclusively reveal that an undercover operative who says he initially recruited Magaqa's would-be hitman to be an informer has penned an explosive affidavit to the police minister. First of all, there's no affidavit that I've ever sent to the minister. It was an email and a conversation telephonically and no screenshots. There is no affidavit. Exposing how the then 35-year-old politician was ambushed and shot on July 13, 2017 with resources from crime intelligence.
Now, I see this article is dated 13 January 2025 at the top there of the article above the picture. Do you see that?
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
13th January 2025. It then proceeds to give detail of what this supposed affidavit is supposed to have disclosed regarding the assassination, and that is at page 3.2. Do you see that? Do you confirm that?
Sorry, Chair, in the annexure or in the
annexure, page 3.2 of annexure WE1A.
This page, they start with the contents of the affidavit.
The contents of the affidavit, yes, that page.
Yes, Chair.
So I'm saying, are you saying that what is set out on that page accords with what you told the minister, although it was not in an affidavit?
Yes, Chair, because the content of the affidavit, because Sunday World says the contents of the affidavit, which Sunday World has seen, revealed that Magaqa was shot with an AK-47 purchased with money from the slush fund of the crime intelligence, a division of the SAPS. Cash from the same slush fund also funded the purchase of the getaway vehicle, a Mercedes-Benz.
Then
It confirms, Chair.
it provides further detail there. I see at what the copy you have must have quite a big space between the first paragraph and the next, and that's because on the actual article itself, it's an electronic advertisement in between the two paragraphs. Do you see where I am, witness E?
Yes, Chair, I can see.
So if you skip that whole wide open place, then there is the second, the third. Skip those two paragraphs. They go into the detail. I'm interested in the third. Please read the third paragraph into the record. The operative said.
The operative said he registered Mdunge as a police informer on May 10, 2017, after recruiting him. He then handed the hitman to his superiors, the one who later resigned. The operative said he has been part of the multi-dimension organized crime, a deep undercover unit, since 2013.
Now, looking at the facts as set out in that paragraph, do you know who this article is referring to? The said operative. Do you know who is the operative the article is referring to, considering what it is said, the operative said?
Sorry, Chair, I lost you for about a few seconds. Would you please repeat the question, please?
Oh, apologies. The paragraph we just read reads, the operative said he registered this person as a police informer. Earlier, you had, in engagement with the chair, spoke of these issues, and then it gives some other facts and references multi-dimensions of organized crime, a deep undercover unit since 2013. Now I'm asking you, do you know the operative that is being referred to in that paragraph? Did you hear the question?
Chair, I lost you again. I think it's the network here, but can you just, I hear the other things, but the last question, if you can just repeat only the question itself.
Okay, I'll try a shorter one. Who is the operative referred to in that paragraph? Do you know?
That is witness E, Chair.
That is witness E, you said?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. In other words, yourself?
It's myself, Chair.
Then the rest of the article deals with other issues we don't necessarily have to go through, but they are in large part consistent with the contents of Annexure WE1. I would like to refer you now to your statement again from paragraph 21, having read Annexure W1A. You take it from after you saw this specific article.
After seeing the article, I then phoned Mr. Nkabinde and asked him why he leaked my email to the newspaper. And he said he didn't see the newspaper. He said he didn't see the newspaper article. I then said to him that I will never send anything to him, as it was directed by the minister that I must send things to Mr. Nkabinde. After the call that I made to Mr. Nkabinde, I received a call from Minister Mchunu with his cell number. It was a WhatsApp call. Minister Mchunu said to me that he had been informed by Mr. Nkabinde that I was accusing him of leaking my my email to the newspaper. I indeed confirmed with the minister that I know for the fact that the only people I sent the email to, other than General Masemola, were Mr. Nkabinde and him, the minister. And as such, only the minister or Mr. Nkabinde who had acknowledged of my email. Minister Mchunu that indicated that he would speak to Mr. Nkabinde. Still on the call, Minister Mchunu was still insisting that General Khumalo was behind the assassination of Magaqa.
Just to confirm, in the article as you read it, is there any reference to General Khumalo and his involvement in that assassination?
No, Chair, there was nothing. No, Chair, there was nothing.
And in your Annexure WE1, you specifically stated that he was not involved.
He was not involved. He was not even in 𝐾ZN.
Did you respond to the minister at this juncture when he insisted that General Khumalo was involved? And if so, what was his response?
Firstly, before I answer that question, when he gave me the call that he has been informed by Mr. Nkabinde that I'm accusing him, he said to me he had reprimanded Mr. Nkabinde for leaking the information to the media. And he said he's still going to talk to him, not to do it again. But then when he insisted that, insisting that General Khumalo was behind the assassination, I did explain to him exactly that whoever gave them that information, he gave them the wrong information. General Khumalo was not even in 𝐾ZN, he was not even part of crime intelligence at the time.
Okay.
Sorry, Advocate 𝐶𝐿,
Yes,
just to get the chronology right, this is now in January 2025. It's after the Sunday World article.
Yes, Chair.
So what we are discussing in paragraph 21, where the minister still insists that General Khumalo was behind the assassination, this is after you had seen the 13 January 2025 article.
That's correct, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. Witness E, that takes us to your paragraph 22 at page 8.
Maybe before that, Mr.
Commissioner Baloyi has a question.
Yes. Witness E, did the minister, maybe let me ask differently, did you ask the minister why he believed that General Khumalo was involved with the killing?
I did not ask him because even in December, when he started saying General Khumalo and former Minister 𝐶𝐿 were involved, I said no, they were not involved. But it was Mr. Nkabinde that came in that same conversation that he was once at the IP and he heard that former Minister 𝐶𝐿 and General Khumalo were involved. So I think in my mind at the time, I had an impression that maybe Mr. Nkabinde got that information from IP, but that information was a false information.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Witness E, I was inviting you then to your paragraph 22 from page 8. Are you there?
Every time before.
Yes, please proceed.
Every time before and after the court appearance of the court proceedings of the Magaqa's case, the minister will call me and demand an update of the court proceedings. When I looked at the volume of calls that I was receiving from the minister, I felt that the pressure was too much to handle. Therefore, I contacted the investigating officer in the Magaqa case, and I informed him that I informed him about the calls from the minister. I also informed the IO that the minister alleged that someone informed him that General Khumalo was involved in the assassination of Sindiso Magaqa. Furthermore, I requested the IO to discuss the situation with General Khumalo. The investigating officer also advised me not to block either the minister or Mr. Nkabinde, but to play along with them so that I will know what their aim was and or intentions. I further told the IO that Minister Mchunu has too much interest on Sindiso Magaqa's case, because for every court appearance, Minister Mchunu will phone me and ask me of the next court date and what had transpired at court. But he doesn't attend court hearings. I also informed the IO that I also informed the minister of the date that Mr. Ncengwa is the Mr. Ncengwa who has since been convicted for Magaqa's murder and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment, was going to plead to the murder of Sindiso Magaqa. I had requested the minister to be in court attendance for him to see the good work that the team and I had done. But to my surprise, the minister was never in attendance.
Now,
in addition to this, I can say that...
Yes, please proceed.
In addition to this, I can say that this was because the former minister, 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭, he used to attend each and every... he used to attend each and every court proceedings if ever the case of Sindiso Magaqa is going to court, and after that he will even engage with the media and give the update and all that. But Minister Mchunu, in all court appearances, he has never, I have never seen him attending the case, but he had so much interest. But that is why I advised him that, can you go on the last day at least when the suspect or the accused is pleading guilty, and that is where we got a conviction. But Minister Mchunu was never in attendance.
Okay. We go on then to your paragraph 23.
On Thursday, the 3rd of April 2025, at about 7:57, I sent an email to Mr. Nkabinde to his email address, the SAPS address, as to follow up on the initial email that I sent to the office of the minister on the 17th of December. This email is attached as annexure WE3.
That annexure WE3 is in your annexure file from page 6. Have you located it? Witness E. Witness E, can you still hear me?
Let us adjourn.
Yes, and I think he's lost connectivity. He's off screen now.
You'll indicate.
We shall, Chair. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Chair. I think Witness E has re-established connectivity, and we're ready. Witness E, please confirm you can hear me still.
Yes, I can hear you, Chair.
Thank you. We're ready to proceed. Thank you, Chair. Witness E, you had dealt with your paragraph 23 where you introduced annexure WE3. Do you recall?
Yes, I confirm, Chair.
Okay, I had referred you then now to your annexure file and located annexure WE3 at page 6, which is where I had asked you to turn your attention to.
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
I see this, I see it's an email from your email address as you have provided in the statement. It's addressed to Mr. Nkabinde CM at the subs.gov.za email, and it's dated the 3rd of April 2025 at 7:57. Correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Do you confirm that the first 3 paragraphs deal in large part with matters that you had highlighted in your previous emails?
That's correct, Chair.
Could you then deal with the fourth, fifth, and sixth paragraphs and just quickly read those into the record? As you were, to explain what you were communicating to Mr. Nkabinde.
I've been sitting in one rank for 14 years within the SAPS Crime Intelligence with operative experience of 18 years, but because this was last year, now it's an operative, it's an intelligence operative experience of 19 years, including the SANDF, the SA Army Intelligence, and I've made big contributions and successes, but always overlooked when it comes to promotions.
Please continue. Read the next.
I did receive the correspondence from the minister and also the chief of staff, Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿𝐵, and I was promised that my matter will be attended to. Ever since then, I have never received any feedback or any updates with regards to my complaint. I would like to do a follow-up and receive an update on the progress and how far is the process of my previous letter.
So then, this email being of the 3rd of April 2025, you reference in your paragraph 23 that it was a follow-up to your previous email, which is the 17th of December 2024. Are you suggesting that between the 17th of December 2024 until the 3rd of April 2025, you had never heard back from either the minister or Mr. Nkabinde, or both, about your grievance?
In fact, I do believe that they have never done anything about my complaint since then. I have never received any feedback, anything.
Okay, then let's turn back to your statement, because that will take us to the next event that you deal with at paragraph 24.
Before you do that, Mr.
On Friday the 4th.
Witness E, Commissioner Baloyi wants to
Witness
ask.
E, you in WE3, you in paragraph 3, you say last year on 9 December, after receiving a legal advice when it comes to labor matters, I wrote a formal grievance to the Minister in National Office. And the emphasis is on after receiving legal advice. Is that the advice you refer, and maybe look at your paragraph 13 of the statement and say whether this has anything to do with what you say in WE3? Para 13?
Paragraph 13 of my statement, Commissioner.
Yes. So in paragraph 13, you say, after the call with the minister, I contacted a friend who happens to be a lawyer to seek advice.
Oh, yes.
So what I'm asking, or what I'm seeking to clarify, is whether that paragraph 13 has anything to do with what you say in paragraph 3 of WE3.
That's correct, Chair, because every time I need some advice, I always ask a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer. He always gives me a friendly advice about the issues that pertaining the law, whether it's labor or civil or criminal. He always advises me.
Well, I'm asking to clarify because I understood that you wrote the letter about your grievances, the email, because the minister asked you, what grievances do you have? Put it down in writing. I understood that to be why you wrote the email you wrote with your grievances. But then you speak here in WE3 as having put down these grievances on the basis of legal advice or after receiving legal advice. I just want you to clarify that.
Even though the minister said I must send my grievances in an email, I did receive an advice from a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer. That is why he even provided me with an email for General Masemulo, of which I didn't have at the time. So I can confirm that both the minister and a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer, so both of them, they contributed to that email.
you spoke to the friend who is a lawyer after speaking to the minister, and because the minister said you should put down your grievances. Is that the sequence?
That is the sequence, Chair.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. We are now witness E back to your statement, witness statement at page 9 at paragraph 24.
On Friday, the 4th of April 2025, at about 9:34, I received an email from @saps.gov.za acknowledging receipt of my email that I have sent to Mr. Ngabinde. This is attached as WE4.
And that annexure WE4 is at page 7 of your annexure file. If you could go there. And I see it starts off with an email seemingly from you of the 17th of December 2024 at the bottom of page 7. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
And then there's a chain of emails above, right up to the top. Please identify which of those emails you say is from Ms. Setati acknowledging receipt of your email of the 17th of December.
Firstly, I can see that on the 3rd of April, Mr. Ngabinde wrote to Major General Sebola. He said, "Good morning, Major General Sebola. Please find below grievance for your further handling. Provide a report on the 10th of April 2025 at 1500 hours. With kind regards, Mr. Cedric Ngabinde." And then that message, it was forward. I can see that it was also forward. It was from it was Brigadier 𝐬𝐿𝐻𝐭. He sent it to Lieutenant Colonel Maria Setati. He said, "Colonel, this is more HR related. Perhaps refer to acting DNC, SS, and KZN."
Yes.
And then the last one is from Lieutenant Colonel Maria Setati. He or she forwarded that message. He then responded to me. He said, "Good morning," but he responded on Friday, the 4th of April 2025 at 9:34. He said, "Good morning. Your email is noted and hereby acknowledged. Respectfully, Lieutenant Colonel Setati."
And on that point, the email reads that your email of the 17th of December is noted on the 4th of April 2025 and hereby acknowledged. Was there any further correspondence by Mr. Ngabinde or Ms. Maria Setati or whomsoever from the office of the minister regarding the issues you raised in your 17 December 2024 email?
This email, Chair, on its own, it shows that ever since we spoke with the minister and Mr. Ngabinde, they have never attended to my matter. That is why you can see that this email of the 17th of December, Mr. Ngabinde only started to forward this message to Major General Sebola on April. And then you can see that it's just 2 lines that he wrote there. So he never attended to this matter. And that was the last communication between myself and Mr. Ngabinde. Even here, we did not speak telephonically. He just forwarded this message. I only received this email from Lieutenant Colonel Setati. It's when I saw that, okay, he or she was just responding to me because she received this message, this email that was coming from Mr. Ngabinde in April. Then I just left everything there. It was never attended.
Okay. This then brings us to your paragraph 25, and you are dealing with the 6th of July 2025. If you could then take it from there.
On the 6th of July 2025, General Mkhwanazi held a press briefing, and thereafter the President placed Mr. Mchunu on a special leave and announced the establishment of the Commission of Inquiry.
Please continue.
26, some days later, I received a WhatsApp call from Minister Mchunu in which he told me that he was drafting something and wanted my full names and surname, and the full names of Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐤, the convicted, the man who was convicted for the killing of Magaqa. He further said to me that I have to go to the commission and testify about the unlicensed firearms and the vehicles that were purchased by the crime intelligence and were used in the assassination of Sindiso Magaqa. I responded to the Minister Mchunu that I did not have a problem in testifying, but I cannot testify at the commission because the case is still ongoing. After this call, I phoned the IO and I informed him that the minister wants me to testify at the Madlanga Commission. The IO informed me that since the case is ongoing, I cannot testify about it at the commission. Therefore, if the commission wants me to testify, they should liaise with his office first.
Please proceed.
In 27, my assessment of the minister's calls is that dating from the 7th of December, which was our first communication, they have increased progressively and are getting more and more after the 6th of July 2025 press briefing by General Mkhwanazi. 28. On the second week
Witness
of
E.
September, the minister...
Witness E.
Witness E, please wait.
Before you go to
Yes, Chair.
before you go to paragraph 28, at that paragraph 26, where the minister says to you, you should come and testify before the commission, did he say what it is that he wanted you to come and testify to?
At that time, and in that call, he did not specify what is it, but later on, he did say that he wants me to come and testify about the unlicensed firearms and the stolen cars that were bought by crime intelligence that were used in the killing of Magaqa and other ANC councillors.
And did you ask or did he explain why that was relevant to the commission to hear?
He has never explained it to me, Chair. Up until today, he has never explained.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Witness E, you may proceed then.
On 28, on the second week of September, Minister Mchunu again phoned me, though I cannot recall an exact date, and he informed me that he will contact me later using another number and that I should answer the call. On the same night, at about 10 at night, I received a phone call from the cell phone number that is there. The person on the other end of the line introduced herself as 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐿 Mokgotsi from Minister Mchunu's office. At this time, Minister Mchunu had been placed on special leave already. 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐿 Mokgotsi informed me that she had been instructed to tell me that I will be going to testify at the Madlanga Commission and that there had been statements that they have already prepared on my behalf pertaining the purchasing of unlicensed firearms and stolen vehicles that were used in the assassination of Mr. Magaqa, Sindiso Magaqa, the assassination of Sindiso Magaqa. I responded to 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐿 Mokgotsi that I have already informed the minister that I did not have a problem to testify at the commission, but they should first communicate with the IO and the prosecutor.
Witness E, at paragraph... apologies, Witness E, at paragraph 28, you say Ms. Mokgotsi informed you that she had been instructed to tell you that there had been statements that were already prepared on your behalf for purposes of testifying at the Madlanga Commission. Do you see where I'm reading?
Yes, Chair, I'm there.
My question
I confirm
is,
that.
were those statements or any versions of them ever shared with you? These statements prepared on your behalf?
No, Chair, nothing was ever shared with me.
Were you informed as to the content of such statements? What exactly
I was
was
never,
in
Chair.
that? Sorry, say
I
that.
was never, Chair, informed.
Okay.
I was never informed, Chair.
Thank you. You can then take it from paragraph 29.
𝐾𝐿 then handed the phone to the Minister Mchunu, who told me that from now going forward, if I have any update, I should give it to 𝐾𝐿. I should give it to 𝐾𝐿. Still on the same call, Minister Mchunu PKTT, I told him that I barely knew General Khumalo because I have never worked with him, and that I only learned of him when he headed the PKTT. Beyond that, I knew him as one. I knew him as one who arranged for me to be enrolled in the witness protection program.
Sorry, Advocate Silo, maybe witness should read that paragraph again.
Witness E, there was a bit of distortion when you were reading that paragraph. It didn't come through as clearly. Commissioner Khumalo suggests that perhaps you reread paragraph 29. You might just come through clearer.
𝐾𝐿 then handed the phone to Minister Mchunu, who told me that from now going forward, if I have any update, I should give it to 𝐾𝐿. Still on the same call, Minister Mchunu asked me if I had anything on General Khumalo and the PKTT. I told him that I barely knew General Khumalo because I had never worked with him, and that I only learned of him when he headed the PKTT, or when he was the head of PKTT. Beyond that, I knew him as the one who arranged for me to be enrolled into the witness protection program.
Thank you. That was much clearer. You may proceed.
The minister stated, the minister started pressurizing me regarding the PKTT. He asked me if I knew of any victims of the PKTT, or if I have any documents or reports that are damaging to the PKTT, and that if I have, I should send them to 𝐾𝐿. I informed him that I do not know of any victim of the PKTT because I have never worked with them. He then said I should look for the victims or evidence of people who were victimized by the PKTT, and should I find any, I should forward that information to 𝐾𝐿. Still in September 2025, I received further WhatsApp call from 𝐾𝐿 on cell number that's mentioned there. Minister Mchunu asked as to what the rank and the names of the Dlamini who was arrested by the PKTT. So this, if I can state it in that call, the call came from 𝐾𝐿's number, but a person who spoke on the other side, it was the minister. I informed the minister that I did not know who Dlamini was, but I will get his name and the rank. Thereafter, I received a WhatsApp message from the same number of 𝐾𝐿 saying, "And the number, please." And my response was that I will ask Mr. Ngengwa, to forward me his phone number. I then did some research and I found him as Bonginkosi Dlamini, a former police officer who was then convicted and he is currently in custody awaiting for sentencing for crimes unrelated to the Magaqa matter. Unrelated to the Magaqa matter. I then requested for Dlamini's phone numbers from Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐽𝐻, who gave me the phone numbers via WhatsApp, and I forwarded the numbers to 𝐾𝐨𝐺'𝐭 via WhatsApp.
Just pause there for a moment.
In 32,
just
Minister
pause there
Mchunu
for-
asked me how can he meet with the suspect.
Witness E, please pause for a moment. Commissioner Baloyi. Commissioner.
Chair.
Witness E, you testified earlier that you were told that 𝐾𝐨𝐺'𝐭 is in the minister's office. Do you know what her role is in the minister's office?
Chair, I know 𝐾𝐨𝐺'𝐭 from the media, but all I know is that she's a spokesperson in the police ministry.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. Thank you. Witness E, you were then at paragraph 32.
Minister asked me, and he meet with the suspect on Sindiso Magaqa's case, which was Mr. Sibusiso 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐻, the already convicted one. I then informed him that he can contact Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐻 through the IO or the prosecutor. I offered to give the minister the phone numbers of the IO and see Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐻. But I advised him that even if he went to the prison to see Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐻, the prison officials will notify the IO to be present during the interview, to be present during his interview with him, because he is now a state witness. The state witness is Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐻. The minister then asked if he arranged the meeting through the office of the National Commissioner of Correctional Services, Mr. Thobakgale. Will it work? I informed the minister that it will still be the same because the prison will inform the IO.
Yes.
33. After all this, I then contacted the IO in the Magaqa case and informed him that this was becoming too much for me because therefore I wanted him to talk to General Khumalo as the current divisional commissioner for crime intelligence. The IO then asked me if I could make a statement of what transpired between me and the minister, and I informed him that I was willing to depose of a statement.
Before you... Yes, Commissioner.
You can go ahead and ask your question.
No, I was going to ask at 33, before you move to 34, did you in fact depose to such a statement?
I did depose a statement and I gave it to the IO.
Thank you. Commissioner Baloyi has a question for you.
Thank you, Mr. Witness E, when the minister asks to be in touch with Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐻, does he know, or rather let me ask, is it your understanding that he knows and understands that at that time Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐻 is a potential witness, is accused in the Magaqa matter?
He knew everything because every time there's any update with regards to the case of Sindiso Magaqa, I used to update him before and after. Even after the conviction of Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐻, he knew everything about him. Even after Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐻, because during the time when Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐻 was convicted, he made a Section 220 statement where he mentioned that he's willing to be a state witness in the ongoing matter of Magaqa. So Mr. Mchunu knew everything, that Mr. 𝐬𝐻𝐻 is now a state witness.
And a related question, when the minister speaks to you, is engaging with you and asking for updates from you, Does he know that you're a state witness? You're going to be a state witness, or you're a potential state witness? Did he know that?
He knows everything about me. He knows that I'm a witness.
Yes.
He knows that, and he knows that I'm in a witness protection program.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Witness E, I think that now takes us to your paragraph 34 at page 13.
For that.
Your statement. Witness E, can you still hear me?
Yes, I'm back, Chair.
Okay, it's your page 13, and I'm referring you to paragraph 34. I think that's where you're supposed to pick it up from.
Thank you. I want to emphasize that since the beginning of the Madlanga Commission on the 17th of September 2025, Minister Mchunu consistently phones me and the numbers of calls are skyrocketing. He is trying to coerce me to testify at the Madlanga Commission in a manner favorable to him. In the phone call, I ended up conceding that I will testify at the Madlanga Commission.
Please proceed.
On Thursday, 23 October.
Witness E, my apologies.
Before you proceed, Witness E, you say he's trying to coerce me to testify in a manner favorable to him. What does he want you to come in? Has he told you what he wants you to come and testify to? And why do you say that is favorable to him? Witness E, you're on mute. Unmute yourself. Witness E, can you hear me? Unmute yourself if you can hear me.
Witness E, if you can hear us, can you please unmute yourself? You appear as muted on the screen. It might be the link is lost again. It gets quickly re-established. May I request a 2-minute stand down? Thank you.
We'll come back when
Thank you, Chair. We confirm he disconnected and reconnected and you could hear me. Can I just test? Witness E, can you hear me still?
Yes, I'm back, Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Baloyi had a question for you. Thank you.
Witness E, my question was that you say calls since the commission started. He consistently phones you, and his telephone calls to you are skyrocketing. And then this is the part. He's trying to coerce me to testify at the Madlanga Commission in a manner favorable to him. And my question was, what has he said he wants you to come and testify to, and why do you say that is favorable to him?
First of all, if I can remind the Commission, there was that time when the same Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻 was convicted to 25 years for killing of Sindiso Magaqa. What happened is that the SAPS National Office issued a statement that was giving credits to the PKTT, saying the PKTT, they have worked hard, congratulations and all that. The minister phoned me after that, immediately after receiving the statement. He even forwarded that police statement to me. He said, read that statement. Then I read the statement. He then called me back. He said, "Have you read the statement?" I said, "Yes, I've read the statement." He said, "You see, they are saying it's PKTT that achieved this conviction, but they are not mentioning you." He knew that I was part of the people who achieved that, or who was participating in that conviction. But he wanted to say, "I must come to the commission and tell the commission that it's not the PKTT that achieved that conviction, but it was myself who achieved that conviction." That is why I say it is. This is why I say in that paragraph that he was trying to recruit me to testify in a manner that is favorable to him. And when I talk about the calls that are skyrocketing, it's because every time when there's a commission and then there's a witness that is testifying, sometimes he will call me maybe during tea time and say, "Hey, Wendot, we are Bugada." And then if I say, "Yes, I'm watching," he said, "Okay, Bugada, Lungala." So he used to do that almost every day when there's a witness that is testifying with the matters that relates to KZN, and he used to call me and make those comments. So that is why I talk about skyrocketing.
Thank you, Witness E.
Yes,
Thank you.
And I suppose, Witness E, you can tie that up. You don't have to read it with paragraph 30 of your statement.
Yes, the minister started pressurizing me regarding the PKTT. He asked me if I knew of any victims of the PKTT, or if I have any documents or reports that are damaging to the PKTT, and if I have them, I should send them to 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵. And I informed him that I do not know of any victims of the PKTT because I have never worked with them. He then said that I should look for the victims and or evidence of people who were victimized by the PKTT, and should I find any, I should forward that information to 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵. You can see even there in paragraph 31, whereby he was asking me to look for this convicted criminal called Dlamini, who was arrested by the PKTT with the other matters that are unrelated to the matter of Magaqa. For the fact that he was asking me to become that investigator now, to investigate and find the people and find that Dlamini, find Mr. Ngengwa's number, find advice from me, how can he get to prison and talk to this Mr. Ngengwa and all that. So that is why I mentioned the pressure.
Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. Witness E, that would then, on my reading, take us to your paragraph 35 at page 13. Can you pick it up?
May you come again, Chair?
Page 13, paragraph 35. That's where we take it from.
Paragraph 35. On Thursday, 23 October, at approximately 11:49, I received a WhatsApp call from a cell phone number that is mentioned there. When I answered the call, the person on the other end of the line introduced himself as Minister Senzo Mchunu. I can indeed state that from the voice, I immediately recognized that the voice is that of a Minister Mchunu. On this call, he asked me if the Madlanga Commission hadn't called me yet. My response to him was that I hadn't received any call from them. Minister Mchunu then told me that I will be called by the Madlanga Commission. He further stated that while giving evidence at the ad hoc committee in Parliament, he deliberately did not mention anything about me because in Parliament they are just playing politics, and that at the Madlanga Commission they deal with the law. Therefore, he will ensure that I am called to Madlanga Commission.
Please proceed.
After the call, I then checked the cell phone number that the minister used to call me. On that number, when I checked it, it was appearing in the Truecaller app that the number was registered under the name Linda Hlongwa. I do not know who Linda Hlongwa is.
Please proceed.
On Wednesday, 10 December 2025, at approximately 12:50, I received a WhatsApp call from the cell phone number of the minister. On my cell phone number, the call was from the Minister Mchunu, who started demanding the statements that I deposed to the PKTT in respect of the Sindiso Magaqa's case, including the statements that I deposed to the Madlanga Commission. He further indicated that he wanted me to depose to a new statement pertaining to the buying of stolen cars and unlicensed firearms by crime intelligence, which were used in the killing of Sindiso Magaqa and other ANC councillors. The minister further asked me if the Madlanga Commission had contacted me yet, and I told him that I was contacted by the commission and I was interviewed by the commission investigators. He asked me if I knew their names, and I told him that I do not know their names. He then demanded a copy of a statement I made to the Madlanga Commission, and I informed him that I did not have the statement and that I was only interviewed by the commission investigators. Therefore, I did not know whether or not they have drafted the statement. I further told the minister that the Madlanga Commission investigators have informed me that I will be called to the Madlanga Commission next year, which is 2026. Minister Mchunu indicated that he wanted his lawyers to interview and obtain a statement from me. Therefore, he asked for my location. I then informed the minister that it is not allowed for me to disclose any of my location since I'm in the witness protection program. The minister then suggested that I draft the statement, sign and send it to him. And my response was that I could make a plan, but the problem was that I do not have gadgets in my possession to write it. Still on the same call, the minister informed me that when he was at Madlanga Commission, he handed an envelope containing 8 names to the commission, and that my name was on that list. Furthermore, that the commission had rejected that envelope, and that of the 8 individuals on that list, 7 of them had already submitted statements to his lawyers, and that it is only my statement that is outstanding. He emphasized that the lawyers had given him a submission due date or a deadline of 12 December 2025. The minister further indicated that amongst the 7 individuals that submitted statements, some of them were close to the PKTT. On the same date.
Yes, continue.
On the same date, on Wednesday, 10 December 2025, at about 15:57, I saw on my phone that I had two missed calls from cell phone number of the minister, and 1 missed call of a number that I didn't know at the time. At about 15:58, I received a WhatsApp call from Minister Mchunu's cell phone number, and the person on the other end indicated that he was Minister Mchunu, and he was going to call me with another number, and I should answer the call when it came through. At 15:58 on the same day, I received a WhatsApp call from the very same number that I didn't know whose number it was at the time. This number reflected on my WhatsApp as saved as 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐿, and even on my Truecaller it was registered as 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐿. When I answered the call, I realized that the person on the other end of the line was Minister Senzo Mchunu, who asked me if I had started drafting the statement, and that if I had finished drafting the statement, I should send it to his lawyer, who I understood to be called Barnes. He said, I must send it to Barnes. I'm not sure about the correct spelling. I must send it to Barnes via WhatsApp to Barnes' cell phone number. Then he provided a cell phone number as it stated there, or the cell phone number of Mr. Linda Mthembu. I then checked the cell phone number, that one of Mr. Barnes, and then in my Truecaller app it showed that it was registered under Sandile July. If I can just add something in that paragraph, paragraph 40, is that I did ask the minister on this day, because there was a media statement that the minister doesn't have his phones were taken. So I thought he doesn't have a phone all along because he was very quiet. But on that day, on Wednesday, when he started calling me and then started changing numbers, I asked him why is he changing why is he calling me with different numbers? He said no, he doesn't want to talk in his phone because he believes that his phones are being monitored. That is why he keeps on asking other people to give him a phone so that he can call me.
Okay.
On paragraph 41, on this call, the minister directed me that the statement should state as follows, and I'm paraphrasing. He said paragraph 1 should read as follows. During 2017, crime intelligence bought unlicensed firearms and stolen cars through the Secret Service account, and these guns and cars were handed over to the hitman Jabulani Mdunge, also an informer, and Sibusiso Ngangwa, who were eventually hired to kill the ANC Youth League member, Mr. Sindiso Magaqa. He said paragraph 2 should read as follows. In 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, which is led by General Khumalo, the PKTT engaged with me and a statement was obtained and all details were given about the involvement of crime intelligence into the killing of Sindiso Magaqa. Paragraph 3 should read as follows. From 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, General Khumalo was heading the PKTT. As from 2022, General Khumalo was appointed the head of crime intelligence. To date, General Khumalo has never done anything about the information that I have given pertaining the involvement of crime intelligence members, even though he is the head of crime intelligence. Paragraph 4 should read as follows. Sometimes this year, 2025, Minister Mchunu and I spoke about my promotion issue and that the minister promised that he will escalate the matter with the SAPS. In that paragraph, 2025 was not true because the engagement with my grievances, they start from the 7th and they start from the 7th up to the 9th. In 2024 December. So the conversation did not start in 2025, but he said I must put it this way. Paragraph 5 should read as follows. In August 2025, the investigating officer in the case of Sindiso Magaqa informed me that the case is sub judice and therefore I cannot make a statement or testify anywhere else without him being informed. Paragraph 6 should read as follows. In November 2025, the Madlanga Commission investigators consulted with me, but the commission is not calling me to testify.
Witness, before you proceed, did you prepare a statement in the terms that you referred to at paragraph 41? No, Chair, I did not prepare any statement and I had any intention to prepare any statement. But I did not tell the minister that I'm not going to prepare the statement. I just said, okay, I'll prepare a statement, but I knew I was not going to prepare any statement, and I've never prepared any statement. Okay, thank you.
Just a moment. Witness E, if you had prepared a statement along the lines of paragraph 41, in other words, 41.1 to 41.6, would you not be lying to the commission if you presented a statement that reads along the lines of those paragraphs?
Can you repeat the question again, Commissioner Khumalo?
If you had prepared a statement for this commission that reads along the lines of paragraph 41.1 to 41.6, and you presented it to this commission, or it was used by somebody else before this commission, would that not be a lie? Would that statement not be lying to this commission? For example, you gave an example about paragraph 5. You said it was not in August 2025, it was in 2024.
Yes, Chair. That was paragraph 4, where he said sometime this year, whereby he told me, whereby this call was last year, December. He said somewhere this year, which is not true. It was not somewhere this year, which is 2024, which is 2025, but it was somewhere in December 2024 where we had that conversation. So if I drafted a statement like this and I signed it under oath, the statement was going to be a false statement. So if I drafted it in this fashion.
He was encouraging you to lie to this commission.
I believe so, Chair.
If I may follow up on those questions, Witness E, was it your belief that the minister, if he indeed so suggested, knew that what he wanted you to testify to, in the terms as set out in paragraph 41, constituted falsity? Are you convinced that he was aware that those statements would be false?
He was aware, Chair. He was aware, Chair, because the emails, they speak for themselves in the annex charts. That on the 9th, I did send emails to Ngabinde. I did, and the minister and the Ngabinde did receive those emails, and the conversation started in December, not in 2025. So it was going to be a false statement.
Okay, thank you.
Can I just check this, Witness E? Paragraph 41.2, is that accurate, what you were supposed to write? Does that reflect what happened?
In 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, which is led by General Khumalo, the PKTT engaged with me and a statement was obtained and all details were given about the involvement of crime intelligence into the political killing, into the killing of Sindiso Magaqa.
Yes.
It won't be correct, Chair. It won't be.
Yes, carry on.
It was not going to be correct because no one can produce a single statement that I made to the PKTT in 2018. The statement was made in January 2019, but the engagement started in 2018. But still, even that engagement was not a direct engagement. I engaged with General Chiga, who was the head of crime intelligence in KZN. He's the one who engaged General Khumalo, who was a brigadier at the time. So I did not have a one-on-one conversation with the PKTT in 2018, but my engagement with the PKTT was via General Chiga. Then in January 2019, it's where a statement was obtained. That statement is the one that will be used in court in the case of Sindiso Magaqa. So even that first paragraph, we were going to have issues with it.
Yes, and you told the minister that it was only in 2019.
The minister knows everything. I told him everything. But this is how he wanted me to draft a statement that is needed. In fact, he wanted to send his lawyers to me so that I can engage with his lawyers. Then they can take statements because now I know that he did provide, even with this Mr. Nangwa, he did provide him with the lawyers to take statement from him. Now I know that it was confirmed by Mr. Nangwa himself that the minister provided him with the lawyers. So he wanted to provide me with the lawyer so that I can draft this version of his, of which this version, if I had to sign this version, I was going to be signing a false statement under oath.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Just to locate us in the statement, witness E, we are at page 17, paragraph 42.
Still on the same day, on Wednesday, the 10th of December 2025, at about 22:10 at night, but it was 21:39, Minister Mchunu called me again through a WhatsApp call with his cell phone number now. And he asked me if I have finished with the statement. Furthermore, the Minister Mchunu indicated that the due date or the deadline for the statement is now Thursday, 11 December 2025, which is the following day now. And he said it's no longer Friday, the 12th. And he even gave me the time that it must be submitted before 12. On this call, the minister indicated that should I finish writing the statement, I will be very free for the rest of my life. But he said it in Zulu. He said, "Wandoda, moke wanginika le statement uzoba happy impilo yakho yonke, uzojabula kakhulu impilo yakho yonke." That's how he said it. My response to the minister was that I have not yet finished this, with the statement. He then indicated that I should then draft the statement the following day, and that when I'm finished with the statement, I should discuss the statement with him so that he will tell me what to add or to remove before I can print, sign, and send. He further informed me that 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻, with the cell phone number that he was using before, resides with him. They live together in one house. Therefore, I can call at any time, even at 12 midnight, if I want some comments in that statement. I can reach him through 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻. Further to that, the minister indicated that the statement should be finalized before 12 midday on Thursday, 11 December 2025.
Witness E, if you did understand him at all, what did you understand the minister to refer to or to mean when he said, if you finish writing the statement, you would be free for the rest of your life? What did you understand that to mean? What was he undertaking to you, if at all, if anything?
Chair, at the time, I didn't understand what he was meaning. But now, based on the information that I have and that I know, I think I have an idea what he was trying to mean. But may I reserve my answer to that question? But I did not understand at the time, because he said you will be free and you will be happy for the rest of your life if you can just give me the statement. So that was it. So at the time I didn't understand, but whatever I know now is not important. Or maybe can I just reserve it to myself?
Earlier on, you mentioned that he had offered the services of his lawyers to you.
Yes.
Did that happen? Did you accept, and did anything come of it, of that offer?
I refused to take an offer because I'm in the program. I refused to take an offer. But if I was not in the program, I was going to accept the offer, and I was going to start engaging the process of entrapments, because I'm very good in entrapments. I was going to ask the lawyers to come, and then when they come, I will hear what they are up to, and then if there's any criminality, they were not going to leave that office.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. I think we are now at your paragraph 43 at page 18, witness E. Are you there?
On Thursday, the 11th of December, now it's the following day, at about 10 past 8 a.m., I received a WhatsApp call from cell phone number of 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢𝐻, who resides with the minister. In that call, Minister Mchunu asked if I was finished writing the statement. And when I said I was still busy writing the statement, he then said that he wanted to supply the statement to his lawyers before 12 midday. At about 13:15, I missed 3 WhatsApp calls from the cell phone number of 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿𝐻. I attached the screen grab of the call log. It is attached as WE5. I wish to state that I deliberately missed those calls because I had not drafted any statement for the minister, and I had no intention to draft of any statement because I had no intention to draft any statement. But now I didn't know what to say to the minister at the time when he was calling me, because now there was no statement, the statement that I drafted, and he was busy calling asking for a statement. So because it was after the deadline, I did not know what to tell the minister.
Yes, your annexure WE5 is in the annexure bundle at page 10. If you could turn to that annexure. And you say that's the call log.
Yes, Chair, that's true. That's a call log.
And if I read it correctly, the earliest call is at the bottom of the sheet and the latest call is at the top of the sheet. Am I reading it correctly?
That's correct, Chair.
And I see that whereas when we set out a date here in South Africa, we start with the day and the month and the year. This appears to be different because the first figure in all those calls is 12, then it goes /10/25. And what changes is the middle number. So am I reading it correctly that 12 here refers to the month and not the date?
Yes, because WhatsApp is not not program or it's not a South African app. So they start with a year. They start with a month. They start with a month, followed by a day, followed by a year. So here it's December. It's the December month, the 10th, 2025. So it starts from there going up.
So the American system. Now,
yes, Chair.
I see the first, then if we accept that the first call is the one at the bottom, right? 12/10/25 and 15:57, and works all the way to 12/11/2025 at 13:15, right? So this is over
yes,
a
Chair.
period of 2 days. Am I correct?
Yes, Chair.
So that first,
that's correct, Chair.
That first call at the bottom, is that the call you reference at paragraph 40 of your statement at page 15? Am I reading it correctly?
That's correct, Chair. That's correct, Chair.
And then from paragraph 40, all the other calls that you said you received from the various numbers will then be reflected in the rest of the document reading upwards.
That's correct, Chair.
With the last being the call you reference at paragraph 43. From that number you said is it's registered to 𝐿INDOM-Tembu, I think you said. 𝐿INDOM-Tembu. In paragraph 43 you said at 13:15 you had those 3 missed WhatsApp calls from that number. And I see the top entry on your annexure WE5 is that number. You cited paragraph 3 and it's in red, reflecting that it's 3 missed calls. Am I reading the annexure correctly?
That's correct, Chair.
Thank you, Witness E. You may then proceed to your paragraph 44.
The minister called me with a direct, because I was not answering now that WhatsApp call because I didn't know what to say to the minister. But then he started calling me with a direct call. The minister called me with a direct call and I claimed that I have drafted the statement along the lines discussed. Because that was a direct call, my phone utilizes Truecaller app, and the Truecaller app is set on my phone as a default. So therefore, the call was automatically recorded. The recording of the conversation is attached as annexure WE6.
Thank you, Witness E. Before you proceed, that your WE6 is a voice recording. It's referred to in the statement, but it's not transcribed. Commissioners, what we have provided by Witness E is the actual recording. So we propose that perhaps we play the recording and then Witness E speaks to it, and then subsequently we'll attend to transcription of that recording. Thank you, Chair. Witness E, we are going to play a recording you provided, and we have marked annexure WE6. Please listen to it, and then you'll take some questions. Thank you.
ngibhale izinto eziwu-1 2 3 4 ngibhale izinto eziwu-5 mengizokuthatha ekuqaleni ngibhale from igama isibongo i-address lezinto eziphezulu paragraph 1 ngabhala hello yes
mala ubhalile uqedile manje noma kwaqeda
angakaqedi ngithi bengifuna ukusilungisa sengibhalile kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile kodwa manje kufanele ngistype ngoba manje bengifuna ukuthi kodwa aqale uzwe ukuthi ngibhale kanjani
WhatsApp la kule ndoda lo suqedile singalo sikhuluma
oh okay okay
Witness E, are you able to identify for the record whose voices we hear on annexure WE6?
Chair, that was Minister Senzo Mchunu.
Talking to...
And he was talking to me because he wanted that statement so badly. So since he wasn't getting hold of me on WhatsApp, he decided to use a normal call. And if I can explain to the commissioners, I did not deliberately record the minister. I was not in a process of entrapments. WhatsApp. The Minister Mchunu told me in December 2024 that he doesn't want us to talk on a normal call because his phones might be monitored. He wants us to use a WhatsApp call because a WhatsApp call cannot be recorded. There's no option to record. So because he was desperate for this statement, he was then forced to call me on a normal call. But you could hear from how he speaks that he was not comfortable in talking more in a normal call. The reason why I'm explaining this is that I did not record all the other conversations that we had with the minister because we use WhatsApp calls, and if ever, according to my old Smolanyana knowledge, if ever I have to record someone and I use another device, I will be embarking in entrapments. And if I have to embark on entrapments, I have to follow certain laws. And then if I am an initiator of the call, I have to inform the other person that the call might be recorded because I am an initiator of the call. But if I'm a receiver of the call, I don't have to inform the other person what systems I have in my possession. So when the minister, this call was not initiated by myself, it was initiated by the minister. Unfortunately, the Truecaller app is set on default on my phone. So therefore, it automatically recorded the minister.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for that explanation, Witness E. Now, could you perhaps do us a favor? The conversation sounds like it's in Zulu, it's in the vernacular. We've conducted these hearings, at least your testimony in English. Are you able to briefly summarize what you said in English and what the minister said for the record? Thank you.
Chair, with my poor English.
Witness E, just wait a second.
Yes, perhaps before that, who is the first person speaking on the recording or in the recording? Is it? Just perhaps please replay.
I will replay it, Chair.
Yes.
Witness E, please, we are going to replay the clip. Please listen to it and then take some questions from the commissioners. Thank you. We'll try and slow it down a bit as well.
No, ngiyabhala.
Please pause. Who is that Witness E?
That is Witness E, Chair. That's myself.
And what are you saying there? Perhaps continue to.
I am saying.
No. Continue to the end of what Witness E is saying, and then Witness E should please tell us what he's saying.
We shall do so. We're going to try, and we will run the part that Witness E says he's the speaker.
No, ngiyabhala.
Perhaps before the mention of Ngipale 𝐬𝐮𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐻𝑖, before that, please translate what you said up to this point, Witness E.
After I saw the minister calling me on a normal call, I just took the call. I did not say hello because we've been engaging the whole day discussing the statement. So I just took the call and I pretended to be writing a statement. In fact, I was lying to the minister saying I'm
No, just tell us, sorry, Witness E, please tell us what you are saying. Don't give us any background, just tell us what you are saying.
I said I was trying to write. I was trying to write a statement.
That's very short.
I was just suggesting we are going to replay that part and try and stop before he gets to the second part. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll replay the first part. Please listen carefully, Witness E, and translate for us. Thank you.
No, ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngiseflethini la angikhe lokhuzeni endlini.
Okay, please translate that portion.
I was trying to write a statement, but I'm not in the house. I'm at the flat.
Okay, we go to the next part.
Ngibhale izinto eziwu 1, 2, 3, 4. Ngibhale izinto eziwu 5.
Okay, can you translate that bit for us?
I wrote five things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
Thatha ekuqaleni ngibhale from igama isibongo address lezinto eziphezulu. Paragraph 1 ngabhala ukuthi
Mala.
Okay, before the other voice comes in, can you translate the last bit?
I started writing my name, surname, and I started writing the preamble of the statement.
Okay. Then I think now we get to the part where the other voice comes in.
Malava. Hello?
yes
Mala. Opalelu katile manje noma kwaqeda.
angakaqedi angithi bengifuna
Now can you translate what is said by the other voice?
The other person is the minister.
Witness Iwe.
Please identify the other voice and then translate.
Thank you, Chair.
The other person who's responding is Minister Mchunu. He says, mana. It means wait. Have you finished writing? He says, mana. Usopalelu qedile. Wait. Have you finished writing?
Okay, we're going to play the next portion.
angithi bengifuna ukusilungisa sengibhalile kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile kodwa manje kufanele ngistype ngoba manje bengifuna ukuthi kodwa aqale uzwe ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
Witness, can you identify firstly who's talking and then you translate for us? Thank you.
The second person who responded is myself. I said, I think I finished writing or drafting the statement, but I think I'm not yet done. I just wanted to confirm it with you so that you can see, so that you know what has been written or what I've written in the statement.
Okay, thank you. We proceed.
ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
WhatsApp la kule ndoda lo suqede singalo sikhuluma.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then can you translate the last bit?
The last person is Minister. The second last person. The second last person was the Minister Mchunu. He said, no, I must send it via WhatsApp to this man. This man is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻, the one who stays with him in the house, and he was using his number. He said, just WhatsApp it, just draft a statement and finish and send it on WhatsApp to this man, 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐻𝐻. We must not keep on talking. And then I said, okay. Then that was the end of the call.
Thank you.
Does this recording contain the content of the entire call, Witness E?
It contains the entire call. In fact, it didn't want to even participate in the call, but it contains the entire call.
I'm asking because the way it starts is rather strange if that's the entire call. If I'm not mistaken, but we can replay it if you say I'm mistaken. It starts with you speaking and you say, no, 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐻𝐿. That to me sounds a rather strange way of a call, or rather, it's a very strange start of a call that has not been initiated by you. No, 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐻𝐿, which you translated as you are writing, and of course you start with a no. No, 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐻𝐿.
I don't know.
No to what? No responding to what?
I don't know, Chair, but when we speak
Just a minute. can you just play that very first part, if indeed it does say no angithi ngiyabhala?
Indeed, Chair.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshini la angikho lokhuzeni endlini.
It sounds to me, yeah, you say exactly that. The only thing I did not include is the bit that says ngiyalokhuza. No angithi ngiyabhala ngiyalokhuza. It sounds as if you are responding to something. No angithi ngiyalokhuza ngiyabhala. What were you responding? Sorry, witness E. What were you responding to, witness E?
I think, Chair, I was answering a call. I think I said sure. I think I said sure, not no.
Sure or sure instead of no.
I think I said sure because the call was coming from Lindom.
We'll try again,
It was not coming from a minister. If it was coming from a minister, I was not going to say sure. I was going to answer it in a decent manner. But since it was coming from this Lindom temple, I said sure. The reason why I was saying is because I was lying. There's nothing I was drafting. So I said sure. I don't think I said no. I think I said sure. But that is the recording I found in my Truecaller. So there's nothing more I can say about it.
Maybe it's a miss here on my part then, but let's just play it one last time.
Yes, Chair.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshini la angikho lokhuzeni endlini.
I'll leave it, but to my ear it still sounds like no, witness E. And as I said, if indeed it is a no, it sounds to me as if you were responding to something. You couldn't just say, you're picking up a call and you just say no, angithi ngiyabhala ngiyalokhuza. It sounds as if you are responding to something. If indeed in the end we say, or rather, we take the view that it's a no, would you accept that you would have been responding to something? And that ordinarily that's not how you would have spoken upon picking up the call?
Chair, I cannot confirm that. That recording is what I found. I'm not as I said, I'm not the one who recorded the recording. The phone, the app itself is the one that recorded the phone. So I've got no answer on that question.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, witness. Yeah, I think you had confirmed that that is the totality of the conversation as we heard. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. That would then take us to your paragraph 45, still on page 18.
On the same day, I received a WhatsApp call from cell phone number of Lindom Tembo, but it was a WhatsApp call now, this one. This time, it was Lindom Tembo who spoke to me. It was no longer the minister. It was Lindom Tembo who said to me that the minister had indicated that I should not send a statement anymore because I have missed the deadline of 12 o'clock. After this call, I then contacted the IO and I informed him of the phone calls, and he advised me to depose a statement in that regard. This I duly did. I wish to state that I have never deposed any statement on behalf of Minister Mchunu, and I have never given him any statements that I've made to the PKTT, either in respect of the matter of Sindiso Magaqa or any other, or any statement I depose in respect of the Madlanga Commission.
Thank you, Witness C. That brings us to the end of your statement, your written statement, as you have tendered to the Commission. Is there anything else you would like to bring to the Commissioner's attention before I declare your testimony complete?
No, there's nothing, Chair.
Okay. Commissioner Baloyi has got some questions for you then.
Yes. Witness E, your first encounter in your statement, the first encounter is with the Minister is the 7th of December 2024, and you say that in paragraph 5 of your statement. Now, and then we know, and you mentioned this in paragraph 25, that General Mkhwanazi held that press briefing on the 6th of July, and then subsequently the Minister was placed on leave. Now, between the December 2024 engagement with the Minister up to the date of his suspension, you, as I understand you had given him the names of your superiors, the officers that you say you had informed about the plot to assassinate Mr. Magaqa. Am I correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Yes. And and these officers, are they, I know in your statement somewhere you say the one superior resigned when an investigation was instituted. Am I correct? In that recollection of your evidence? Yes. The other officers, do you know if they are still within the employ of the SEPs?
All I know, Chair, is that two have resigned, but it's not that they have resigned. They took early pension.
Yes.
They were qualifying for early pension, 2 colonels. It's a lieutenant colonel and a colonel. All I don't know, I think the brigadier is still working at crime intelligence. The captain is still in crime intelligence. I don't know the rest. But yes, I think two have taken early pension, but 2 are still serving.
And the 2 that took early pension and the 2 that are still serving, do you know if any steps were taken against them, be it an investigation, a complaint to the which is investigated by IPID? Do you know if there's any action that was taken?
In 2021, I reported the matter to the Office of Inspector General in May 2021.
Yes.
And at the same time, I also reported the matter of Magaqa to the JCI of the previous administration. I know that investigations were done and the reports were made, but I don't know. Okay, I know that the reports were made. The investigation was concluded. But when it comes to the steps taken, whether departmentally or criminally, I don't know, Chair. I cannot confirm that, but I think the senior management will confirm about those steps if there are any steps taken. But in my knowledge, I don't know any.
Yes, and coming really to my question, do you know if the Minister did anything about this information that you gave him, that he took any steps to get them investigated, to report to the Inspector General or to the JCI? Do you know if he took any steps at all after you gave him all this information?
When I gave them that information, it's like the Minister already had information. He already had information when I gave him that information after the call of the 7th. But what I know now, but at that time I didn't know, but what I know now is that in September 2024, the special advisor to the Minister, Advocate Vusi Pikoli, he requested the Inspector General to give him the report for the investigation that started in 2021 by Inspector General of Intelligence. He requested that report. Then the investigators in the Inspector General, they went to Advocate Pikoli and they gave him the report and they briefed him. So I do believe that the Minister knew about this starting from September 2024. I think that was 2 months or 3 months after his appointment.
Yes.
So what steps he took after that, I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Witness E. And then, Mr. This next one, I think it's probably more for you.
Yes, Commissioner.
The call logs that you have given us, at WE5, that's all that we have, and the statement is replete with references to telephone calls.
Yes.
It's also replete with references to WhatsApp exchanges, and you know it's been matters of controversy in this commission with other witnesses with the existence of these
Yes.
kind of this information. Is there a reason that we have only WE5?
There is a reason, but I think it's best coming from Witness E.
Okay, do you want
Witness E, Commissioner Baloyi notes that the only call logs you have provided are for the 2 days in December 2025, your annexed WE5. Do you confirm that?
Yes, I confirm, Chair, and I can explain that.
And that your statement references other calls going as far back, I guess, as December 2024, as well as WhatsApp communication you say you had with various people. You reference all this in your statement. Do you confirm that?
I confirm that, Chair.
The question then to you is, why is it that the Commission is furnished only with the call log for the period 10 to 11th of December 2025 and not in respect of all the other communications you received and or the WhatsApp messages that you say were exchanged? Could you please explain to the Commission?
Firstly, is that the current condition that I'm working under, it requires me to keep on changing gadgets. That is the first one. But the second one is that since I've been working undercover for 14 years, it's a habit that I don't keep information long in my phone. I make sure that I remove it. But on this one, even this one, I was going to remove it. I can assure you that even now I still have it. It's the IO that told me after the first call, in December, that look, because you've got a habit of removing things in your phone. So look, if that call that we have received from a minister, don't delete it. So that's how I kept that call log. Otherwise, even that call log, in fact, I was going to delete it same day. I don't keep things in my phone because I used to operate undercover, live with criminals in such a way that they suspect that there's a riot amongst us. They will say, bring your phone. And then they'll find their photos in my phone. They will find messages sending them to my commanders, find call logs, and then I can be assassinated immediately. So it's a habit. It's it's a life that I've been living because to work undercover, it's not that easy that you can just keep everything in your phone. But once you get evidence, you send it somewhere. After sending it somewhere, you can remove it from your phone.
Thank you, Witness E. Thank you, Mr.
While on that, Witness E, can I confirm with you whether should the Commission seek from service providers records in respect of all these telephone numbers you provided that and you say you engaged with? Do you confirm that those records will confirm what you have set out in your statement?
They will get everything 100%, Chair.
Thank you, Witness E. Commissioner Khumalo.
Yes, Witness E, just 2 follow-up questions. If you go to page 10 of your statement, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
If you look at paragraph 28, this statement that you are presenting to the Commission is dated January 2026. How were you able to recall that that phone call was received at 2200 hours? I mean, if you don't have a record of these telephone calls, how were you able to recall that it was from that 076 number and it was at 2200 hours?
I took note, Chair. I have a notebook. Then I took note. I started, in fact, after the press briefing, I started because I'm a person, the IO advised me that because you are a person who always remove things from your gadgets, each and everything that you think it might be helpful in future, just take notes. So I took note of that. That is why I can remember. And the service provider can prove that call, that indeed it is there.
Okay, so you have something akin to a diary or a notebook?
Yes, I do. I've got a lot.
Okay, and then my last question is, after the 12 December or 11 December 2025, we are now, I think it's the 26th of January 2026. Have you received any further calls from Lindo or the minister?
No, Chair. That was that call that I received from Lindo Mthembu at 3 o'clock on the 11th of December 2025. That was the last call from Lindo. That was the last call from the minister. I've never received any message, any call, any communication from the minister up to date.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. That will be the testimony of Witness E.
Thank you very much, Witness E. Shall we be ready at 9:30 tomorrow?
We're scheduled to proceed tomorrow at 9:30 with the next witness. Thank you, Chair.
Let's adjourn and resume at that time then.
Thank you, Chair.